The film's narrative commences within a detention facility, featuring a restrained and shackled prisoner. After the arrival of the soldiers, the inmate's cell door is opened, and he is dragged out onto the balcony. All of the inhabitants can be seen screaming Gan, calling him a murderer and a bloody monster. The jailer demands that a guard declare his retribution dot in front of the crowd. The guard announced at court has declared his punishment of hanging after 2 days, but before hanging, the executioner will break his hands and feet, and all people are thrilled with excitement hearing it dot at last. Who is that killer? Let's see. Now the story reverses a few years ago, where we see a view of Paris Fish Market, which is the most stinking place in the city. People used to earn their bread and butter by selling fish and meat. Here we see a fish seller lady who breeds a dead child. And this lady had also bred 4 dead children beforehand. She kicks them into the stream with the rotten fish, but she gave birth a live child now, but thinking him dead. She also throws him into a stream dot. Now that child weeps due to the odious smell of rotten fish. Standing people there catch the sight of this child and curse his mother. This child is the same prisoner who was announced punishment. His name was Zhang dot. He possessed 2 characteristics. First, he possessed a perfect sense of smell, and secondly, if someone leaves him, that person was dead somehow dot, as his mother, who had thrown him after his birth, is sentenced to death, and Jine is sent to the orphanage of Madame Glautwo, used to foster the children only for the sake of money. But the children in orphanage feel insecurity taking their important so they try to kill Zhang, but Gulat saves him coming there and beats those children. Facing difficulties in orphanage, Zhang is unable to utter a word for 5 years, but using his sense of smell, he knows about everything dot due to the short capacity in an orphanage. Gulat sells him to the collector of animal skins at his 13 years old dot as Zhang leaves from there. Some thieves kill Gulat, stealing all her money dot. The buyer of Zhang takes hard work from Zhang dot, and he also takes him to the city where coming out from odor. Zhang first time takes the taste of the wonderful world and scents. Leaving luggage, Zhang is attracted to a perfume shop. Seeing it, he looks at a shopkeeper holding a very famous perfume dot, and at the same time, he smells another scent coming from a fruit seller girl. He is enchanted by her. That girl offers him fruit, taking him hungry, but Zhang catches her hand off. On it, she leaves the place feeling fear. But Zhang finds her using his sense of smell. He sits at the backside of her. The girl suspects someone's presence at her backside, and she shouts in fear. But Zhang presses her mouth to avoid the people's attention dot, so the people may not gather there dot. As the people leave, Zhang removes from the mouth of the girl, putting her dead, and her scent is gone, gradually leaving. Zhang is astonished. Where will the scent dissolve? Now, let's talk of another character who was the great perfumer of the city of Paris dot, and his job had gone down with the arrival of new perfumers in the city. He used to imitate the other perfumers dot on the same evening. Zhang visits his shop for the delivery of the goat skin, and he looks at the variety of perfumes there. Sensing the smell of Baldini's body, Zhang says that he can make such perfume for him, and Baldini makes fun of him. Zhang tells him about the power of his ability. Baldini gives him a chance. Jan creates perfumes and gives them to Baldini, who detects the aroma of love in them. This perfume was the most famous, so Baldini is left astonished. Seeing it, Zhang assures him that he can also make the best ever perfumes. Baldini longs for his lost love as he senses its fragrance. His talent is immense. Now, Baldini acquires Zhang from Grimmel. That very night, Grimmel, drunk in condition, meets his demise. Falling into a stream. Zhang becomes the catalyst for Baldini's perfumes, catapulting them to fame throughout Paris. Baldini teaches his perfume-making expertise to Zhang. He educates Zhang about the 3 sets, each comprising 4 scents, that make up every perfume. It means total scents are 12, which can be differentiated by human beings easily. Otherwise, no existed man in this world can match this perfume if someone makes the 13th perfume. Zhang becomes emotional about it, thinking he will be able to make it, and he asks Baldini to teach its process. promising to give its best method throughout the world. Baldini tells the process of adding 10,000 flowers into the bottle according to his design machine, which he had learnt it before coming in Paris. One day, Baldini finds Zhang weeping. As Baldini asks the reason, Zhang calls him a liar, saying that his told method is unsuccessful and old, could not capture the iron and glass into a bottle. After Baldini's incident, Zhang loses consciousness. Now, Baldini has got worried, thinking about the loss of fame as Zhang falls ill. Zhang asks the other processes from Baldini and he tells him to extract perfume from the fat of animal skin. Baldini orders him to go to Grasse. Takes 1,000 formulas in return. Zhang learns the work going to Grasse as Baldini sends him from there. As Zhang leaves, Baldini's house is dashed out into dust, putting him to death. Going to Grasse, Zhang first time realizes the sense of freedom. He was the slave of no one and could take his own decisions. Now, there are two ways which lead to Grasse. One path leads through the village, while the other takes you through the mountain. Now, he begins to go through mountains. On the way, he observes a cave where he stays for rest. He sleeps peacefully, spending many days therein. Once he dreams of that fruit seller girl. Awaking in confusion, Zhang begins to smell his body, but does not feel his own body smell. While showering and rain outside, he realizes that he has not his own smell. The next morning, he leads to Grasse. He senses the same fruit seller girl's perfume. He sees the prettiest girl getting off the carriage. Seeing this, he pursues her and comes to Grasse. Going to follow this girl. He enters a palace possessed by the world's richest man. Richest. Laura, the lovely girl, is his daughter. Who is Grasse's most stunning woman? Zhang works for just a lady whose husband keeps a close watch on her. Zhang learns the two tools for obtaining perfume from animal fat whilst also living in their company. He applies the first method over his female co-worker. He boils that girl's dead body in a tank with animal's fat, but he cannot achieve success. In the second process, he takes a streetwalker in which he uses animal's fat, glossing on a cloth, killing her. Zhang shaves her head and glossing her dead body. He wraps it into cloth. And he becomes successful while extracting perfume from that cloth according to the told method of Baldini, which he applies on Streetwalker's pet dog for checking. Then he makes a set of 13 bottles told by Baldini. It means the murder of a person for each bottle. At Laura's birthday party, all girls and boys play there to hide and seek. Finding chance, Zhang also arrives there and attacks Lara, but she has survived and twin girls at the party are disappeared. Now we know that Zhang makes first 2 bottles of set, killing these 2 girls, and both girls' dead bodies are seen floating in the water, which is under the bridge of the city. After it, the chain of girls' murders begins in the whole city, and frightened people start to lock their outside doors of houses in order to save their daughters. But Zhang prepares the 12 sets of the bottle and mixes them all into a big bottle. Now, he needs 1 more bottle to make the perfect perfume. It means the murder of Lara. Observing, Rickes says that all victim girls were young. With no mark of seduction on their body. This murderer has killed them for a reason. All people visit the church for help, and the church's father agrees to help. Coming there, a man informs about being caught by that murderer. All people are filled with joy hearing it. Rickes does not believe on this news, worrying about his daughter. He decides to leave Grasse, so escapes with his daughter the next day. Zhang senses the smell of going Lara from the city. Following her, he finds her with his ability. On the other side, Streetwalker's dog detects the hair and clothing of its owner. Lady in Jean's room. Which is known by Drute, who is the co-worker with Zhang. Investigations of police discover the clothes and hair of other girls. Riches stay the whole night in a hotel with his daughter Lauren. Keeps the keys of her daughter's room in his own room. Zhang steals the key from his room and goes to Laura's room. Next day, coming in Laura's room, Rickes weeps bitterly finding Laura's dead body. Now Zhang makes the 13th bottle, mixing it into his final bottle, and becomes successful. Now, Zhang is arrested by police. The story again begins where the punishment is being announced after 2 days. People come to see the end of Jiang remotely. As they bring him out from the prison. Finding chance, Zhang opens the lip bottle. As the people stand for the weight of Zhang. He advances to the executioner, who emerges from the carriage dressed as a prince. The executioner knees down and calls Zhang blameless while weeping. Now Zhang also sprinkles perfume on a handkerchief, and all people feel the taste of heaven as he waves it in the air. And I'll call him an angel. Zhang takes himself as the savior of mankind, and he throws his handkerchief among the people, and within a time, all people start making love without any discrimination of younger, elder, poor, rich, black, white, etc. Observing this, Zhang feels true love. He misses that fruit seller girl. He believes that by loving her as such, he will be able to make her his own. Thinking about it, he is saddened and starts weeping. Suddenly, Rikus arrives at the scene, brandishing a sword in his hand with the intent to kill Zhang. But the magic of perfume also makes him uncontrollable. Bending down at his feet, he asks forgiveness. Zhang realizes his mistake. He departs the city. Later, the effect of perfume is disappeared among the citizens. Zhang is now going to return to his birthplace fish counter. He takes the perfume bottle from his pocket and pours this over him. Realizing this, everybody in the room does have their eyes attracted to him due to the impact of the perfume ripping him. In this way, Jean's life is ended. The end.